On the block on a Sunday, and I got a special guest on here with me today, Miss Brianna Blacknall, aka BRIVEY,
Yeah.
on the block. So, BRIVEY, why don't you go ahead and tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do?
What's up, everybody? I'm glad to be on this platform today. Thank you for having me. My name is Bree.
Welcome.
I'm a local artist here out of Henderson, North Carolina. I'm 22 years of age. Um, I'm not really. I wouldn't even say a artist. Like I'm an entrepreneur. That's what I like to call it because I'm also in the barber game. I cut hair. I do art. I do all kinds of things. So yeah, that's me.
You cut hair. How long you been cutting hair?
For like 7 months. I'm currently enrolled in Judah Barber College. Yeah, I should be expected to graduate in the next 3-4 months. So yeah.
Okay. I went there. I didn't finish though, but I
You-
went. Yeah. Yeah. That cutting hair, that was a passion for me one time. I mean, it's still my passion, but I gave it up a little bit. Like I just
yeah.
felt like the schooling part, I just couldn't finish it.
And it be like that. Like it's been a long journey for me. Like I started last year in March. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I've been going at it for a little bit, but I'll be honest in saying barbering is not my passion. It's honestly something that I chose to do to help my music. You feel me? Because
Uh-huh.
it's like with barbering in the barber industry, you're face to face with so many different people. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, what's something that I can do to promote myself and get face to face with people? I'm gonna go to barber school. I'm gonna cut everybody hair. I'm gonna do a good job at it. And while I'm cutting their hair, I'm gonna be like, hey, by the way, I just put out this new song. Go check it. You know, so that's why
Yeah,
I'm at.
that's good. That's good marketing right there though.
Yeah.
Good marketing. So, like, let's talk about your name a little bit, Breevy. So, is that name that's just something that you came up with off your name, or is it a meaning behind it?
So I got this name when I was in like 8th grade. It's not really a meaning behind it, but of course, Bree comes from Brianna. But a lot of people at first was calling me Breezy, like Breezy. Like they was just, oh, you so cool, you just breezy. But then Chris Brown got Breezy. You got Breezy the rapper. You got so many different Breezes. I'm like, nah, I don't want to be that. So I'm gonna just say Bree V. Like it's nothing special about it. It's just something that I just felt like was different. It looked good.
Yeah.
I wanted one name. Like I didn't want Breevy the rapper or something. I just wanted one name that looks good, so I went with Breevy. And
Okay.
there it is,
Okay.
Breevy. You feel me?
All right. So you got a whole brand out here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right now. So since you got that brand, you got a website or something where people can purchase your merch.
Not right now. Me and my team are actually working on. We're working on hats. We're working on hoodies, shirts. We're working on ski masks. So I just got in touch with my manager. He said they should probably be done with it about next week. So you could be looking forward to us putting out some stuff in the next couple weeks. But as of right now, we don't have an official website. Right now, it's just like if you hit me up and you want a shirt or something, we just doing it like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, so that's what's up. I got a whole merch line. Y'all see that? Get
yeah.
on it.
Shout
So
out to Molly, by the way. Molly, she go to barber school with me, so y'all come see my girl Molly. She makes stuff like this too. You know.
okay. Shout
Yeah.
out Marley. All right. So growing up, did you think like you would be an artist? Is rapping, was that kind of a passion of yours, or were
Um,
you into any other things besides rap?
growing up, I would say music was definitely set in the path for me. I come from a musical background, so my mother, she's a gospel artist here in Henderson. So if you're familiar with the gospel scene in Henderson, you'll know that they hold a lot of gospel programs and stuff like that. So I actually started out as a drummer. I was her drummer for her group, and then I ended up being her keyboard player for the group, and it just progressed after that. So watching my mama travels from state to state, perform everywhere, it kind of gave me that push to realize that I had a musical ability too. Like my first love is gospel. It wasn't even rap, but I knew I
Yeah.
wanted to express myself differently because gospel just wasn't my forte. So I'm like, I'm good with my words, so I want to rap. So I remember in quick little story, I remember in 6th grade, there was this teacher named Miss Lewis, and she asked me to perform at a step show that they had for the middle school. And
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's probably like my great awakening. After I performed at that step show in middle school, I knew since then I was meant to be a star. Like I just knew it, especially from all the feedback that I got, and I just been doing it ever since. But I actually been writing and rapping since I was like 5, then 12 years old, and I started taking it seriously at 15.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
a long. Yeah, that's dope. So how old you say you were when you did the step show?
This was in 6th grade, so I was about 11, 12 years old, about that age.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope. So you think that was your eye opener for your music? Like you knew then that that's
Yeah.
what you wanted to do.
Yeah. I knew then, and like for real, the reason how I knew is because I never forget. Like I told you, my mom, she's a musical artist too. So
Yeah.
when I got done performing, I remember going home and I was sitting on the couch and I was telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, like I'm just so happy right now. Like I can't explain it. Like I'm just so happy. Like why do I feel so good? And she was like, that same feeling that you feel, that's the feeling that I felt when I first got on the stage. And she was like,
Wow.
what you feel, that's called your passion, and you have to always chase that high. Like you feel like you're on top of the world. So the next, it was on a Friday. When I came back to school that Monday, oh man, like all my classmates was like, oh, you sold this. All the girls was like, you sold this. Like I want your number. I'm like, yeah, see, I'm gonna keep doing this because I like that. Yeah,
Yeah, you like that attention you was getting.
yeah, definitely.
Yep. So, like, any females in the industry that inspired you? Like, are you inspired by any female artists, old time or new generation?
I'll be real. It's a lot. It's probably too many to name, but I'll just give you a couple. First and foremost, Beyonce, believe it or not. Like because before I wanted to be a rapper, I wanted to sing. Like I was a Beyonce fanatic. Like I used to do the in my grandma's living room when I was like 6. So I actually wanted to be just like her. But then, I had some phases I went through. For one, I realized I was gay. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's out the window. And then I couldn't sing, not like she could. So I'm like, yeah, I got to find something else to do. But Beyonce was definitely my number one inspiration. Um, I like Whitney Houston also. I think she was an inspiration to me at some point. And Young and May, because I just feel like she kind of beat me to the punch, but we are so similar in so many different ways. So yeah.
So you said that you stopped didn't want to sing because you felt you were gay. You felt like do you feel
Nah,
like
nah, like it's more of like, all right, when I say when I say I looked up to Beyonce, right? Like I looked up to her in a sense of like I literally wanted to be just like her. Like I wanted my hair like her, I wanted the clothes like her, I wanted to dance like her, sing like her, everything. But then I realized, you know, I like stuff like this. You know what I mean? So it kind of went out the window with Beyonce, and then yeah, I just found something else different.
yeah, I get it now.
Yeah,
Because I was about to get you on that. Yep. So
yeah.
you got the vocals. You sing too.
A little bit. Not like Beyonce, but a little bit.
You compared yourself to Beyonce, so you probably got the vocals. I believe you do.
Oh man.
Yeah. So like any old school rappers that you like?
Yeah, it's a whole lot of them. Like I ain't even gonna say it's a whole lot because believe it or not, I be real. Even though I'm a rapper, I get this question all the time. Like, who's your favorite rapper? This and the third. First and foremost, my favorite rappers are Kevin Gates and J.
Mhm.
Cole.
Mhm.
Blank period. And Nipsey. Shout out to Nip also. Kevin Gates, J. Cole, and Nipsey. Those are my favorite male rappers. But I don't really listen to a lot of rap music. Like I'm not inspired by it. Like I'm so
Oh,
evolved. Like I like country music. I like rock music, heavy metal. I like all kinds of stuff. So I can't just keep it, in the rap industry because I don't listen to it a lot. Like I said, I grew up around gospel music. So I'm influenced by so many different things. So I just can't give you something exact.
yeah, I can dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that entrepreneur in you.
I guess so. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. So you what are you? doing music constantly now? Like, what would you say your creative process is now, as far as music wise? Because I
Um,
know you're doing other stuff like painting and all that, but on the music side, like, how much time do you say you put into your music now?
I honestly, I say I put a lot of time into my music, but I also realized like the music industry is so competitive to a certain extent, right? And
Mhm.
I didn't want to place all my cards just with music because I'm so talented at so many other things. So it's like I had to figure out how to use my other talents and how to make it work for music. I let you know that I've been painting, recently. I just did a mural inside of a building. Me and my girlfriend did a mural inside of a building. So from painting to cutting hair, fashion, I was even washing cars at one point. Like to me, I just want everything to tie into my music. So I spend a lot
Yeah.
of time, I spend 24/7 thinking about it, but I just feel like I take a different approach probably than most other rappers around here do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, are you producing or are you just making music? Are you doing any
Uh
beats or anything like that?
Now I want to get into producing. I could play like five different instruments. So I want to eventually get into it. I just don't have the proper understanding of how to actually do it yet. But if there's someone out there that want to help me do it, hey, I probably could create a beat of a lifetime. So it's something I want to look into, but not right now.
Yeah, cause you definitely got the skills, especially if you multi talented with the instruments like that.
Yeah,
You definitely got the skill for it.
yeah.
Yeah. So a question I like to ask the artists that come to the block, I like to ask like, what is your take on labels? Like, do you think would you sign to a label if offered, and if so, why? And if not, why?
That's a good question. That's a good question. And to be real with you, I would say that's a life changing question for me. And that's why I'm not just first, before I answer that, let me just say this. That's why I'm not placing all my cards in just rapping, right?
Hmm.
Because it's so many other things you can do for yourself that you don't need other people for. So it's like when I first started rapping, because I didn't have a vision of my own, I was like, yeah, I want a record deal. I want a record deal. Somebody got to sign me, sign me, sign me. But then as I got older and I started getting more into the music industry and I started learning about entrepreneurship, I learned I can be my own record label. A record label can't
Right.
function without an artist, but an artist can function without a record label. So it's like I'm not against record labels. Like if Cole want to sign me, I'm cool with that, right? But at the same time, how can I beat Cole to the punch for myself? How can I
Yeah.
get there without needing a handout of someone doing something for me? You can do it yourself because you got social media. You don't really need a record label. Like I'm pretty sure back in your day or whoever day, back in the 90s, 80s, you probably needed that, but you got social media. You got
Right.
distribution networks that you could put your music on. You don't really need a record label if you know what you're doing. And marketing is the key component of all of that. So, yeah.
Okay. Smart answer. Smart answer. Yeah. So, have you done like any shows or performances right now? As of right
Last
now?
year I did a couple shows in Raleigh. This year, just getting into the year, I have not did any shows, and there's a reason for that though. I've had opportunities to do shows, but yeah, I work strategically. I do everything strategically, so I can't do a show right now at this moment. But I'm pretty sure as the doors open up, I'll go ahead and do some.
Okay. So, you did how many you say you did in Raleigh? Were they
I
big
did,
shows, small shows?
I did like three in Raleigh last year. I did like three. Both two was solo acts, and then the third act I had my band there. I got a live band. Shout out to Fade, that's the name of my band. We went out there and performed at the Arcade of Thrones.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
Is there a spot where we can find your band? Like, are y'all on social media as well?
They're on social media individually. Everybody got their own page. We don't have a group page as of yet. How my band came along, right? When
Mm-hmm.
you talked about labels, I was working with the label, and this particular label needed, a band, and I knew some guys, and I'm like, I'm gonna put them on so they could help them out. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out, so I kind of just took the guys in for myself and was like, you know what? we go do our own thing. You feel me? So we're just getting started. Everything is just now coming into action. I've been rapping for a long time, but I'm just now starting to do it professionally and really set things in order. So we don't have one right now, but we'll have one eventually.
Okay, yeah. Everything is a process.
Yeah,
Yep, yep. So let's talk about the release that you had maybe about 3 weeks ago.
yeah.
Title Own It. Own It. Tell us a little history behind Own It.
So on it again, like I said, with the record label, I was working with some people last year. And shout out to all of them. Shout out to all of them when they see it. I was working with some people last year, and we recorded a single called "Own It," and it was crazy. And we were just trying to figure out what we wanted to do with it. This was like in July, so I actually recorded that song in July, and it just things just didn't go according to plan. So I kind of had to wait. I kind of had to take a step back from everybody else and then figure out how I was going to put it out as a solo artist. So that's kind of what I did this year. On it was real cool. It was my first video of the year. It's something that I put my mind and my heart into. Shout out to everybody that was involved. KG, Stick. Shout out to my girl for being there. Everybody that was just really, really a part of the process. On it was just, it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So was that video shot in Henderson?
Yeah, it was shot in Henderson. Like what I did, like I told you, I do everything strategically. So the day before we was gonna shoot the video, I me and my team, we just walked around the streets in Henderson like for hours, and we looked for certain locations, and we was kind of like doing like a mock video before shooting the
Mhm.
actual video the day, of. So we just walked around, we checked out different neighborhoods and stuff, and we was like what we want to do, how we wanted to look, just had to get everything prepared for that. So yeah, that's how we did that.
Okay. So I was watching it. I seen the mirror in the back. Did you happen to paint that?
Oh no, I wish I did. No, no, I ain't paint. I can't take credit for that one. I don't know who painted that one, but they did an amazing job though.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish I did paint that. Hey, you might be on. I might need to paint something and put it in there. I might need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah, that's over there on Zine Street, ain't it?
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah. I
there.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Benny
So
King.
what was that? I think
Oh,
you
I
cut
was saying
off
the
a
guy
little
in the
bit.
mirror, Benny King.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it's dope. It's
Yeah.
actually dope. Yeah. So what can we expect from BRIVEY 2022?
Dun dun dun. Um, I can't speak on everything. Like and the only reason why I can't speak on everything is because I've learned over the years that you just shouldn't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. So it wouldn't be wise of me to tell everybody what they can expect from me because the devil like to close doors. But what I am saying is that I'm just coming back bigger and better than I was before, and I'm letting God lead me this time. I'm not leading myself. I'm letting God be the head of my life, and He's gonna lead me into the direction that I need to go in. But you can be expecting what you expect the unexpected. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. Enough said. Enough
Yeah,
said. Yeah.
that's what I'm.
So I think we done got a little familiar with you, but what I like to do, because I know every great artist got a little hidden thing on the inside. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna put you on the spot. I think you got like 30 seconds of a freestyle you can give us.
You want to do a freestyle?
Yeah, 30 seconds.
All right, check, check. Look. Uh, I know I'm on my way up, but it's still mad niggas that overlook me. Been the realest in my city and they treat me like a rookie. Losing my brother's son, the only thing that ever shook me. That's a different kind of pain that overtook me. These bitches never got nothing to offer but some pussy. And you a motherfucking fool if you think some ass hooked me. Trying to be better, but the system keep trying to book me. Told my girl this love forever, she the only one that pushed me. I don't vent about my pain cause they make me want to hold it in. Ain't taking no chances for these fuck niggas to fold again. Lost a couple niggas that I'm wishing I could hold again. Write about my feelings, hold my brother like I hold the pen. Smoking this purple, they got me higher than the moon. R.I.P. to my nephew, my baby gone too soon. I don't fuck with nobody, my whole squad fill a room. Banging my line, I decline, ain't in the mood. That's what I'm gonna say.
Hey, that was it. That was up.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stamp that right there.
All right. All right. So before we get off here, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you at? Like, if you have any music out here that where they can find your music, download your music, and all that good stuff.
Yeah. All right. So right now, I'm not on Apple Music or nothing like that. Well, I actually have one song titled All In. That's on like Apple Music and whatnot. But Breevy myself, I'm not on Apple Music right now, but I will be. I will be about the middle of next month. We just got to get everything in order. There's so much stuff that me and my team got to do. But we getting all of that handled for you guys because I get a lot of messages like when this go be on there. It's coming. You can follow me at underscore Breevy on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, all this and the third. Yeah, that's really just it. That's really just it. You could just follow me. And there's something that I also just want to say, if you don't mind, just for a bit of advice for other
Mm-hmm.
artists that's coming along. I really, especially in my city, and I gotta say this because I feel like somebody that's just been locked away, just watching everything happen. Right? Okay, guys, just advice: do not release albums and EPs yet. And the reason why you don't want to do that, you want to release singles, right? I'm giving you guys free game. You don't want to do that, right? I'll use myself as an example. Right now, I'm getting there, but to the region, I'm a nobody right now, right? If I release an album or an EP with an EP 4 or 5 songs, an album 20 songs, if I release those things and nobody knows me, your best songs are not going to get heard. People are going to only listen to the first song, if not the second song, before they decide whether they like you or they don't. So I would not recommend releasing multiple songs on an album when you're still trying to gain an audience. Hit these people with singles. Get your best singles and hit them left and right, and then you put out a big project. So that's what I'm gonna say for everybody.
Hey, that's some good advice. That's some good
Yeah,
advice. Yeah, she said don't release any EPs if you're not big enough yet, basically.
pretty
So,
much.
so I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak with you on the
Yeah.
block, and I wish big things for you. I know you're gonna make it big, and I just appreciate you coming on.
Nah, thank you. I really appreciate you for reaching out and blessing me to be able to come on here and speak. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right,
All right.
all right, later. All right, y'all. So that's it. You have Miss Breevy. So y'all go follow her on all social platforms. And if y'all have not subscribed to this channel, hit me up on YouTube. If you want to be featured on here, send me an email, approduction743@gmail.com. You can find me at APERRY438@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram at Gifted Hands at AP Production. You can find me on Twitter and anywhere that's social, you can find me on there. So if you want to be featured, just hit me up and I'll feature you or bring you on the block and we do our thing from there. So thank y'all for tuning in and peace out.